Andy's Chapter of Hope offers not only hope for anyone with leukemia, but offers the reality of how people have come together to raise the funds for leukemia research.
It's now time for Northwest Spectrum with News Director Stu Cohen.
Funding for the research into leukemia and how to improve the quality of life of someone treated for leukemia and after their treatment are very important aspects of the work being done by the Leukemia Research Foundation. Early next month in Lakewood, it's the 14th annual Megan Cooper Memorial Golf Outing and Lunch and Dinner Combination. Behind the events is the Leukemia Research Foundation and Andy Hanson, founder of Andy's Chapter of Hope and president of the board of the Leukemia Research Foundation. Megan Cooper was the inspiration for much of the work that has led to thousands of dollars raised through the events in her name for leukemia research. I have Andy in studio this morning, and we'll talk about Megan, the golf outing and lunch at Lou Malnati's in Lakewood, and, of course, about research into leukemia.
Yeah, the research is certainly the most important thing that we fund on a year-to-year basis. And, we're certainly very grateful and thankful for all those that support us. A big chunk of the money that we raise from this event and all the events that benefit the Leukemia Research Foundation does go to fund research. And I think one of the great things about the foundation is that we fund new investigator scientists, which is really kind of a niche. And really, this is where, the most cutting edge research is happening. And in order for these researchers to get, even larger dollars in funding from NIH or other major cancer institutes, they need to get their foot in the door. And so we have a board that actually assesses grants on a year-to-year basis that come in. So that way we're funding kind of the most cutting edge research that's out there and giving these, amazing researchers that are trying to get out there and get their work known and find a cure, helping them get their foot in the door and really get that critical start that they need to really develop the therapies and treatments and ultimately find the cure for all blood cancers.
That's really the exciting news, talking about the new investigator, scientists who are they're on the cutting edge of the research. And that is really because of, organizations that, you have and other people have that, move the money to these people with the grants and make it possible for them to do these very expensive research projects. But it all really helps. Before our interview started, you said the cure rates for children upwards of 90%. And I have a feeling when we first started talking, it probably wasn't quite at that level yet.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't that high. I mean, I was diagnosed back in 1994, and I know there were, certain, leukemias that certainly was a 50-50 chance, that you were going to survive that. And to see that, over the 65 plus years of the Leukemia Research Foundation, now, there are childhood blood cancers where there's well over a 90% chance that you're going to be cured is certainly a remarkable achievement. We certainly won't rest until a cure is found and everyone can be as fortunate as I've been to be a survivor, because that's really our main objective. So, if there's people that are out there that are still being lost to blood cancer, we're out there in pursuit of a cure so that everyone can be as fortunate as I am and as other survivors are as well.
Now, this is the 14th annual Megan Cooper Memorial Golf Outing, and raised, from what you tell me, probably in excess of $175,000, looking for over more than $20,000 this year. And the real key to it is the community support. You get a lot of support out there.
Yeah, we get a lot of great support, from, McHenry County, Lake County, and surrounding areas, whether that be through, golfers that come and attend our events, people that just make donations, volunteers as well are important, and as well as all of our sponsors that support us on a year-to-year basis as well. So just, that continued support is critical to making this event and all the events that the foundation does successful on a year-to-year basis. And we greatly appreciate even Star 105, again, helping us get that message out as well, because getting that message out and getting people involved, and whether, like say, be through donation, volunteerism, et cetera, really helps the organization and can help us make sure we're funding the critical research that's out there that needs our support.
Now, tell me about the events in July and mid-July. What's expected to happen with the Megan Cooper Memorial Golf Outing and the lunch?
Yeah, we're excited. This is our 14th year of the Megan Cooper Memorial Golf Outing, obviously in memory of Megan Cooper, who lost her battle at the age of 8 back in 1993. The event essentially will take place at Red Tail Golf Course. They've been a great partner for us over the past 11 or 12 years. And then once we're done there, we'll actually head over to Lou Malnati's just down the street, where we'll have a fantastic lunch. We'll have the run of the whole restaurant. They've been a great partner for us as well. And everybody can enjoy a nice afternoon of pizza and all the fixings over at Lou Malnati's, as well as participate in our raffles, silent auctions, and other things that we have, activities that we'll have going on at the restaurant. So, we're excited about this event. We've actually sold out the golf event portion completely, which is fantastic, and the earliest we've ever done that. But we do have room for people to attend for lunch and as well as make donations to the cause.
Well, certainly that's very exciting, to be able to have sold out the golf portion. Obviously, people coming back, they know the value of this and, where the money is helping, and so they want to be a part of it. And as you said, you have a little more room for lunch at Lou Malnati's, great place for pizza. So, you've put together, once again, a really good program for this particular event. And now you have sponsors as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've had some tremendous sponsors over the years. Obviously Lou Malnati's has been a tremendous partner of ours. And like I say, from food to utilizing their entire facility, they've been amazing. And then obviously partners like Star 105, Northwest Herald are certainly big parts to help us kind of get the word out as well. And then some of our bigger sponsors that are back this year are corporations like Aon. We've got Intren, Sage Products is with us, as well as Joe Johnson, who works with HD Vest here locally in Crystal Lake. So we've got a lot of great partners out there that are really helping us get the word out.
We mentioned the name a couple of times, Megan Cooper, and this goes back to a time where Megan was suffering from leukemia. And although you didn't know her then, you've met the family and you've been friends with the family for a long time. And their daughter had suffered from leukemia, and she fought it for a while. Yeah,
she had a long battle against leukemia, and unfortunately, after going through a transplant, it actually ended up not being the leukemia. That it was just the years of treatment and some side effects that happened as a result of having to go through that transplant that ended up causing Megan to lose her life. And so part of the finding the cure as well is making treatments easier as well. And so while we want that cure rate to be high, we want the treatments to get better and better, so they have less averse side effects to people as well. Because in some cases, it may not be the disease that takes your life. It may be something related to your treatments and the aggressiveness of the treatments that really cause some of the problems as you're working through your treatment.
And a number of the people, such as yourself, who are involved in the Megan Cooper Memorial Golf Outing, they know people who've had leukemia. It could be family members, friends, or they just know how important this is. But there are a lot of people that have been affected one way or the other.
Yeah, we've got several survivors that participate in our event, as well as several families that have lost someone to leukemia or another blood cancer as well. And so, we love that they're, getting involved and helping us make that difference and helping us get that word out, again, so we can raise the money to ensure that others aren't lost to blood cancer.
And as we wrap up our interview for Northwest Spectrum with Andy, talking about the 14th annual Megan Cooper Memorial Golf Outing and the lunch that's coming up on July 15th, once again, we've raised a lot of money, but you can't stop now because there's still a long way to go. Even though we're doing really well with the cure rates for children, there are still adults that are suffering as well, and so there's still considerable room to keep raising money and keep these investigators going.
Yeah, absolutely. And one fact that may not be as known to people is you often think of a blood cancer like leukemia as a childhood leukemia, but it actually, blood cancer does strike more adults than it does children. And so, yeah, we while we're making a lot of progress and have made a lot of progress over the years, we still have work to do, and too many people are still lost, and too many people know people that are lost to a blood cancer. The efforts of this event and the Leukemia Research Foundation, won't rest until we actually find a cure for all blood cancers.
Andy, thank you very much.
Thank you.
The 14th Annual Megan Cooper Memorial Golf Outing on Monday, July 15th at the Red Tail Golf Course in Lakewood, and the lunch-dinner combination at Lou Malnati's in Lakewood. My guest this morning was Andy Hanson of the Leukemia Research Foundation and Andy's Chapter of Hope.
This has been Northwest Spectrum.
For more information, go to leukemia-hope.org. I'm Stu Cohen. Thanks for listening.